Oh yeah, we're gonna play D&D! Fuck yeah, go for it! I mean too aggressive. Alright, I'm calm. I'm calm. D&D classes, what are they? A block of text on how to roleplay math? Yes. But DM, I hear you say, what the fuck is a bard? Why is their math different from other classes? But fear not, my little nerd friend. I am here today to show you what each class excels at. Starting with, of course, the Artificer. Do you like the Engineer from Team Fortress 2? Maybe you love Iron Man. Maybe you really have the hots for Groove. Then the Artificer might be just for you. Artificers are fiercely talented at creating objects, both magical and ordinary. Like, have you ever wanted an engineering degree, but you feel like it's way too much work? Amazing! Just tell your DM that you want to create a bomb with the force of 1,000 suns, and let him do all the research, while you only roll a dice. Do you want a gun while your enemies have swords? Maybe you want armor that is built like a fucking tank. Or maybe you want a robotic dog that obeys your every command. Artificers, the DM's worst nightmare. The Barbarian, the class that is literally too angry to die. You don't swing your axe with finesse, alright? As long as you scream at the top of your lungs with the rage of a whole fucking army, will your axe gently guide itself into the enemy's head. Armor? Fuck that. The only thing that you need is your axe and your thong, and bada boom, you're good to go. Are you ready to begin every turn in combat by saying I rage and run head first into the biggest guy that you see? Perfect! Because being the Barbarian means that you have the most HP out of every class. So those hits that would absolutely decimate your wizard will merely become a very cool scar that you can show off to the sexy bar maiden. The Bard! You wanna fuck everything? Have you ever wanted that guy over there to fucking explode by just rickrolling them? Good for you, because the Bard uses instruments or to cast spells and shit. But what Bards really excel at is making your DM heighten that persuasion check to 45. Because bards have better wrist than me with your mom. Do you want to be a good ally and inspire your group with a cool song that you just created? Amazing! Since playing your instrument good enough means that your Barbarian who's in the front lines can now hit your enemies way harder because he has cool fighting music in the background. But remember, with seductions comes great many divorce papers. Bloodhunter! No. Don't start with Bloodhunter. It's a Bible. Help me! Cleric! God's own disciple! The class where you pray hard enough and that guy over there just fucking dies. What? But depending on what god you think is the fucking goat, you get cool or unique and different abilities. Or for example, do you want to play Mercy from Overwatch? Then a life cleric might just be for you. You will constantly be asked for healing and support, but you have now the power to decide who lives and who dies. But you want to say fuck all that or support nonsense and go full on a holy warrior? Then War Cleric might just be for you. So grab yourself a full set of plate armor and a hammer and start flinging holy spells, burning all your enemies with the might of God while you turn them on you one or with your new hammer. The Cleric is one of the most versatile of classes in all of D&D. Just pray to a god and get cool shit. The Druid. The Druid. Do you love everything with nature? Do you love the pets, small animals? Do you have a persona? Perfect, because the Druid has all of that and more! Because of the raw power of Mother Nature herself, where you can now cast spells that just flings a fucking boulders into someone's face, or entangle someone in vines, or depicting your latest hentai adventure. Because it's a swish and a flick of your massive horse cock that you use as a spell casting tool, where you can turn into a bear, a horse, or even a velociraptor. It makes sense, I promise. Because just imagine the enemy's face of your party showing up to his lonely cavern, and it's just a massive fucking bowl charging him, with no thought behind his eyes. The Druid. The hippie, the furry, the fighter, the basic bitch of the roster. You're not some brute swinging your weapon with just anger. You actually think about what you're doing. Just grab the heaviest armor that you can think about and the biggest anime sword that you can find and stand there in the middle of the front lines, dishing out damage and taking it all the same. But oh no, you have already attacked on this turn. What do you do? Just fucking do it again. Because the fighter, with their sheer fucking will, can dish out so many swings just because they feel like it. Being the master of all armor and all weapons means that you can literally do anything fighting or related. A master tactician in the art of combat, so to speak. Do you feel like headbutting your enemies so hard they fucking die? Be my guest. Or do you just want to stand there with a shield and a spear and just be a shield wall? Perfect. The fighter, the most basic but most reliable. The monk! But do you wanna play Po from Kung Fu Panda? Maybe you fucking love the Karate Kid movies. You might also just be a weeb who watches way too much anime. The monk, the martial art master, or does not rely on weapons for them to dish out damage. They just punch it in the face until it dies. But not only once, they do it twice, not even that, thrice. Instead of lousy magic that the wizard use, nerd am I right, they use something called Ki to channel Bruce Lee into their fists. Oh no, are you getting shot at by your enemies? Well, just fucking catch the bullet and throw it back at them at the same speed. Armor? Of course not. You dodge and do flips and shit. Do you wanna scale that wall? Well, fuck yeah, in later levels you can just walk up it like Spider-Man. The monk, a weeb's wet dream. The paladin! For glory! You want a crusade? Yeah! The paladin, sworn to an oath, uses his holy crusade powers to literally smite his opponents. Will you see a goblin? Smite! Will you see a boar? Smite! You have depression? Smite! But the paladin often are becoming the only functioning member of society while their party members just fuck around. But guess what? You get spells! These spells are meant for you to make those guys over there feel your smites later on. Do you want to heal the sick and needy? Perfect! You have something called healing hands. With consent of course, or you can just touch someone and pour your healing uses all over them and they're good to go. But oh no, what you say? They have the plague! Not anymore. Paladin, just smite! The Boy Scout, the Hunter, the Ranger. Unfortunately, the Ranger is well known for being one of the worst classes in the game because of poor class design. The Ranger is a mix of between a fighter and a druid, but without any of the cool shit either classes get. But of course, the Ranger does get some cool benefits, like traversing land, hunting and gathering food. Too bad you're in an urban city where everything costs gold and you will never go into the woods. Most Rangers think about using a bow as a weapon. To become, or maybe Aragorn from Lord of the Rings or Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. That is something you can absolutely do. You just don't get pissy when the fighter can do whatever you can do but better. Rangers get one thing what the fighter can't do. Spells! Rangers get Druid spells. So not only will that enemy over there be peppered by your arrows, but also get a boulder in his face. Rangers! I am not biased. You wanna lurk in the shadows. Had the most tragic backstory where you got left on the street at a young age and had to learn how to survive on your own. Wanna be a fucking edgelord? The Rogue! A sneaky motherfucker. Will you see a group of enemies? Well, just fucking hide. You can roll so high on your sneak stat that you can just hide the entire campaign and no one will ever see you. But you know what? You have hid long enough. You have stalked this group of enemies for around 2 hours and now you want them to fucking die. So you pull out your favorite Skyrim build, aka the Sneak Archer, and fling an arrow so hard it just kills everyone immediately. Sneak attack. If you hide, you get extra damage. Like, a lot of extra damage. So pull out your Assassin's Creed or cosplay and go to town with stealing, assassinating, and making every skill check for your DM to be a fucking nightmare. The Rogue, fuck you! Sorcerer, books are for fucking nerds! You don't want to earn your magic. Learning is bullshit. You had the right to be born with it. But who fucked who? Maybe your mom fucked a dragon back in the days and now you got some cool new dragon abilities. Maybe your dad fucked an angel back in the days and now you can cast Cleric spells. Because fuck you, Cleric. Keep praying while I use my fucking birthright to burn those goblins over there with my holy light. But no. You want something else. You want chaos. Yes, chaos! You can choose to the subclass Wild Magic. And then your spells is a bit wonky. So every time you cast a spell, it has a chance to go wild. Your DM can be an asshole and let you have a roll on the wild magic table, where just random shit happens. You might just become a plant, turn pink, or you might just cast fireball, sent it on yourself, killing everyone in your vicinity. It's hilarious. But wait, there's more. Hey DM, what you say? Normal spells are really boring and really shit. Oh, don't worry, my spoiled magic user. Just fucking change them. That's right, or the Sorcerer, with the audacity that they have, can just change the spells to do extra shit. Because fuck the rules and fuck laws of nature. Sorcerer, the spoiled fucking brat! Oh no, what you say? You dropped your sandwich, which you worked so hard to get. So you have no other choice but to pray to Satan himself to get cool new powers at the price of your soul! The Warlock has made a deal with an otherworldly being to get cool new powers. Especially the cantrip Eldritch Blast, which you will get all too familiar with. Hey DM, what you say? I'm a spellcaster, right? Yesn't? The Warlock get 2 to 3 spell slot a day. Only 2 spells? That sucks ass! Kinda. But being different from other spellcasters is that you regain all your spell slot during a short rest instead of a long rest. Sure, or the wizard can cast a bunch of spells each day, but they're a fucking nerd, so they have to sleep a full 8 hours to get them back. You, on the other hand, my Warlock friend, only need a quick nap and a coffee, and you are good to go. Also, your Eldritch Daddy gave you some cool new evocations and boons, which is basically short term for build your own Warlock. From having a talking cursed sword, to having a demon following you around, obeying your every command. The Warlock! The sugar baby. The Wizard! Nerd! I wanna be Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. Fucking awesome! Fucking go for it! Oh, guess what? The Wizard can cast spells. Crazy, am I right? The Wizard learned his magic through years and years of studying. Up to the point where he almost know every single spell in the whole fucking game. And they're all written down in his trusty little spellbook. Do you wanna bend the fabric of reality? Perfect! The Wizard does not care for the laws of physics. Fireball, motherfucker! But be careful though. The Wizard is notoriously known from going down the fastest. With no armor and the least HP in the game, 1 damage for the fighter might just be a scratch, 1 damage for the Wizard is an arm and a leg. But don't worry, you're not gonna stand in the front lines anyways. You're gonna stand from afar, behind your teammates, and sucking the life essence from your enemies anyways. In short, what you do as a wizard is cast spells, and be mad at the sorcerer for not having studied a day in his life. The Wizard! Yes, the beard is mandatory. So, that's all the classes for D&D so far. So, choose wisely and make the best of it, and you hope to dear life that your DM isn't murder hungry. Barbarian's like,
I mean, I think I want to have a blooper thing right after.
how dare you?
Just to check the mic.
The fitness gram or pacer test is a multi-stage. How long can I fuck around until the SD card be like, you know what? Too much. Whoa! Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress True. Team Fortress True. Team Fortress True. Team Fortress True. I can't do it. Do you like it? Fucking dies. What? So those hits that would. So those hits that. Fuck. So those hits that would be. You get very many. Which is the swish and a flick of your giant horse cock you use as. You don't swing your ass. Swing your ass. You don't swing your ass. Has lot. But wait. Take this shit. I like that. That's gonna be fun. You have depression? Cause now, blah blah blah, can fuck me.